Hello students, welcome back to revision time. I hope you all are good. So today I will be starting with tissues, that is chapter number 6 of class 9. So now what are tissues? These are nothing but these are the group of cells. So in multicellular organisms we all know that there are infinite number of cells, and these cells they form a group and they combine together to form a tissue. So every tissue it performs a specific function based upon or their location. So for example, the tissue of our heart it differs in the function to that of the tissue of our hand, right? So both the plants and animals they differ in their tissues. Why? Because in both the pattern of growth and their functioning is different. Also, their structural organization is also different. In plants, we have roots, stems, etc. But in animals, we have head, we have limbs, right? Also, the mode of life in plants is sedentary, it is fixed. While in animals, they have active locomotion, their position changes with time, right? Hence, the tissue in both are also different. So, how can we classify tissues? We have plant tissues and animal tissues. In plants, we have meristematic, permanent, and in permanent, we have simple and complex. While in animals, we have epithelial, connective, muscular, and nervous tissues, right? So now let us first see what are the plant tissues. First we have meristematic plant tissues. So these are also known as dividing tissues. Why? Because they are present in the parts of the plant where their division occurs, right? Where there is growth required, right? So we have apical, intercalary and lateral meristematic tissues. Apical, they are present on the tip and they increase the length of the plant. Intercalary, they are present near the nodes. These are the nodes here. What are the nodes? These are the points from which the branches they emerge out, right? And this is the position of lateral meristematic tissues, and these are responsible for the increasing of girth of a plant. So now what are the characteristics of cells of meristematic tissues? They are very active, they have dense cytoplasm, they have thin walls, they have prominent nuclei, and they lack vacuoles. Why they lack vacuoles? Because there is no storage required in these types of tissues, right? So they are very active because they are rapidly multiplying. Next we have permanent tissues. So when the cells they are formed by meristematic tissues, right? They get specific roles. When they get specific roles, then they automatically stop dividing. So this forms a permanent tissue. It is nothing but the tissue performing a specific function. And this process where the cells they are taking up a permanent shape, permanent size and function, it is known as differentiation, right? So first we have simple permanent tissues in which we have parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma. What are parenchymatous tissues? These are most common. These are loosely packed and have large intercellular spaces like this, and they are responsible for storing the food. So the ones which store the chlorophyll, which have chlorophyll, they are known as chlorenchyma. And in the aquatic plants, which have the large cavities, due to which they are able to float, they are having the aerenchyma tissues, right? Next we have collenchyma tissues. So these are the tissues which are responsible for the flexibility in plants, right? Plants are able to bend because of the presence of collenchyma tissues. It also provides the mechanical support. So they are located in the leaf stalks. What are leaf stalks? We have this leaf here, and this little thing coming out of the leaf is a leaf stalk, right? So they are present in the leaf stalk, and hence you must have seen the leaves also bend, right? So the cells they are living, they are elongated, they are irregularly thickened at corners, as we can see here. Like here it is thickened from here also, right? Irregular thickening is there, and they have less intercellular spaces because they are thickened, right? Next we have sclerenchyma tissues. So these are responsible for giving the hardness and stiffness to plants, right? Why so? Because they are dead tissues. When they are dead, they give the hardness and stiffness. For example, the husk of coconut, it is having the sclerenchyma tissues. The cells are long and narrow. The walls are thick due to the presence of lignin here. This is a biomolecule, right? So there are no intercellular spaces because the walls are thick, as we can see here. The walls are thick. They are present in the stems, they are present in the vascular bundles, leaves, veins of the leaf. What are the veins? Like when we draw a leaf like this, and these things which we draw, these are the veins of leaf, right? The hard covering of seeds and nuts, they also have these sclerenchyma tissues, and it provides the strength to the plant parts. So now we have these three important structures that we need to know. First is the epidermis. What is the epidermis? It is the outermost layer of cells, right? It is a single layer of cells. It protects all the plant parts. In the dry habitats, the epidermis is thick. Why thick? Because the loss of water has to be prevented in the dry habitats. Also, in the aerial parts of a plant, epidermis, it secretes a waxy material for the protection. And there are no intercellular spaces present in the epidermis. Now, what is stomata? These are the pores in the epidermis. And these pores, they are having the working cells which are known as the guard cells. Here, these are the guard cells. And this pore is the stomata. Like when we draw it like this, these are the guard cells, and this pore here is the stomata, right? So the guard cells, they are kidney shaped, and these pores, they help in the breathing of plants, the gaseous exchange of plants, as well as it performs the transpiration also. Loss of water also occurs through these stomata. Next we have cork cells. What are these? So now when the plants, they grow older, the secondary meristematic of the cortex, it forms a larger layer of cells. It is known as the cork. So the discovery of cell, it happened through these cork cells only, right? Remember? So these are dead cells. They are having hexagonal shape, honeycomb like structures, right? So these cell walls, they have suberin. And this suberin, it makes the structure waterproof and impervious to gases, right? So now in all these tissues, you must have noticed they are made up of same type of cells, right? So these were known as simple tissues. And now we have complex tissues. In this, one or more type of cells, they form the tissues. So in complex permanent tissues, we have two types of tissues, which are the xylem and the phloem. So now what is xylem? It is the tissue which is responsible for the transportation of water and minerals to the plant parts, right? It takes the water from the roots through the soil from the roots, and it delivers the water to the higher plant parts, right? And what is phloem? It is responsible for the transportation of food, that is food and minerals, right? Xylem has four types of cells. We have tracheids, vessels, xylem parenchyma, and xylem fibers. And in phloem we have sieve cells, sieve tubes, companion cells, phloem fibers, and phloem parenchyma. So in the xylem, two types of cells, that are tracheids and vessels. They are dead and tubular, as we can see here. This is the tracheid, which have a somewhat like a streamlined body, right? And vessel, it is cylindrical. It is a hollow cylindrical structure, right? So these are responsible for the transportation of water and minerals. Xylem parenchyma, it is responsible for the storage of food, and xylem fibers, they are the supportive structures. Whereas in phloems, we have sieve tubes and companion cells which are performing the function of transportation, right? They form a tubular structure with the perforations, right? And phloem fibers, they are dead tissues. So this is all about plant tissues, and we will cover the animal tissues in the next part. So press the bell icon for the notifications, and I hope you all like the video. So for these notes, please mail to the mail address in the description box. Do like, share, comment and subscribe. Thank you.